The tale of the ship captain. On one of those warm sunny days when the breeze lazily played in the sails and the world seemed kind and peaceful, the ship Defiant docked in the port of a small coastal town. The sailors, accustomed to the routine, disembarked onto solid ground to stretch their legs, enjoy moments of freedom, and buy provisions and other necessities. Meanwhile, Captain Robert Morgan, an old sea wolf with an unyielding gaze and a face etched with wind and salt wrinkles, stood on the stern, skeptically observing the hustle and bustle. He did not like the land and hardly ever left his ship of his own volition. "Get back on board," he barked gruffly at his men. "It's harmful for a sea wolf to linger on shore." Without further ado, the sailors boarded, and the Defiant proudly sailed away. "Captain, why don't you go ashore?" the sailors asked as the ship set its course towards the horizon. "I don't like land," Morgan replied curtly and turned away, peering into the distant waters. The ship sailed, cutting through the waves, each crew member busy with their tasks. The cook prepared soup, the sailors bustled on deck, and the cabin boys cleaned. But the calm was disrupted when a giant wave rose from the sea, and a heavy blow shook the Defiant. "It's a sea monster. Everyone below decks, I'll handle this," shouted the captain as the ship nearly lost control. The crew immediately obeyed. From the cabin portholes, they watched as huge tentacles rose from the sea, attempting to grasp and crush the fragile human creation. But Captain Morgan stood immovable, his eyes ahead of the storm, his hands moving quickly and confidently as if he himself were battling an invisible opponent. To the crew's amazement, the Defiant seemed to come alive. The masts flexibly dodged the attacking tentacles, the yards caught the wind in a frenzied dance of fate, and the ship began a nimble dance that seemed impossible. In this incredible battle, the monster lost its strength and retreated into the depths of the sea. The sailors emerged from their shelters, disbelieving their eyes. The monster was defeated, and the Defiant sailed on as if nothing had happened. "How did you do that?" they asked the captain when the excitement had subsided. The captain gathered everyone on deck and began a story that turned into a tale, embodying the very essence of the sea. "For many years, I have guided the Defiant through storms and calm. We have survived so many tempests that our spirit has merged with the spirit of the wind and waves. The ship has become an extension of my own body, its sails are my arms, its keel my legs, and its steering wheel my heart. I cannot step on land and leave it, just as you cannot leave your shadow." The sailors listened, and a spark of understanding appeared in their eyes. They felt the deep connection the captain shared with the Defiant. From then on, their respect for the old seafarer only grew, and they knew that as long as the captain was with them, they could safely sail any waters. So they sailed, day after day, year after year, and the tale of the sea monster and the sea wolf, who became one with his ship, turned into a legend passed down from generation to generation. And everyone who heard this story was reminded again and again that the world knows no limits for those who are one with their dream.